Hi, I'm Jeff, and I have a tip for you. Have you ever wanted to do drill down to additional pieces of information as we go? Let me show you how you can do this using layers in one dashboard. So let's start by getting some data onto the screen, something that we're going to click and drill down into. So in this case, I'm just going to put a number by continent. Let's just fill that appropriately. Good enough. Now what I want to do is actually add another layer to the dashboard. And on this layer, I actually want to cover up what we already had. So let's add a rectangle control, fill the screen, and I'm going to set the opacity of the rectangle to be semi-transparent so that we can still kind of see what was behind it. From there, let's add the controls that we want to have. So if they're going to drill down, let's drill into something specific. Maybe let's show revenue broken down by our products. And I'll just do a couple of different visualizations so you get the idea. So there's, nice little pie chart. Let's do another one over time. So I'll just do revenue by date. And specifically, I'd like to break this down by quarter. So let's add that. And one more, let's just do actually two more. Let's just do a big data dump of all the raw information behind it. So that can be one. And then finally, I'd like to show a map. So let's do a country level map for the continent that they select. So there's our countries. Let's put a number in there again. So revenue's fine. And in this case, let's turn that one into a map. Great. So I'm not going to spend a ton of time making this look perfect, worry about layout and that much. It's not that important. But you can see that it's all in a different layer, and I can hide that layer to get back to the original. Now, since I'm drilling down from continent, all of these visualizations need to have some concept of continent in them. So if I look at the table, of course it's got it because I'm showing all the raw information. So it's got continent right there. This pie chart doesn't. It just has product and revenue. So what I want to do is add continent as what we call a slicer. Slicers are used for filtering. So this pie chart is now filterable by continent. Let's just do this very quickly for all the others. Usually you would do this in one go, but I'm trying to make a point. And again, on the map, let's add continent here. So there you go. Now all of these can be filtered by continent. Hide that layer again. And now let's tell the bar chart that it's going to drive our drill down and our changing of the layers. So first thing I'm going to do, go to our interactions, and we want to do a filter interaction. So the bound visual decides what they click on. So they must click on that revenue series, one of the bars. And when they do that, it's going to take, in this case, the continent, and it's going to push it into a parameter control. Now, all those other charts are going to be linked to this parameter control. So let's say OK. And by the way, you probably just could have said OK, and it would have set this up properly. I'm just showing you the details. But let's take a look at that other layer for a second. Let's go to our parameters. And here's that parameter that we generated. Let's just take a look at what it's doing. So if I go in, you can see, right? That's our first chart that's driving the drill down. There's our pie chart, and you can see it's linked to continent. There's our line chart, our big table, also linked to continent, and our map. So I didn't do anything here. I'm just showing you what's going on. Anyway, so that'll be fine. Now the other side of it is we also want to trigger a change layer. So if I go to properties for this chart, you can see that it's got a click event. And that filter interaction we added is already there. So let's just also add a show hide. And I'm just going to tell it that it should be showing layer 2 when clicked. Say OK. Now, if I view this, you can see that I'm able to come in. User clicks on, let's do Europe. And it shows our new drill down. And you can see it is focused particularly on Europe. It's showing the countries that we've got and all the data. So this is a really nice way to do a drill down to other details rather than just expanding what you already had. Hope this helps.